The usual embargo, guys, for 10:30 on Sunday evening. Show of hands for the microphone, please.
Pep, can you just clarify? Were you about to take Sergio off anyway at that time? So he scored just in the nick of time.
Yes. No, the reason why I changed him because he scored a goal. No, nothing. Sergio is struggling a little bit with some problems in his feet. He's not 100%. He made an effort, but he's not recovered what happened against Newcastle, and of course we spoke about to play 55, 60 minutes. That's what happened, and we were lucky that he scored a goal in the right moment.
Will he be okay for Tuesday?
Yeah, hopefully.
So is it a problem you think he can keep playing through, or at some point will he need a rest?
Sergio?
Yeah.
Well, we are controlling, we are fighting, but it's a problem. He needs time. Now we have 2 games left before the international break, and hopefully he can do these 2 games, and after international break make a final recover. But he's not in his best condition right now, physicality, because he has a problem in his feet.
What is the problem, please?
Yeah, here.
His heel, right? With both feet.
I don't know in English what is this part. Feet down. So I don't know.
You gave him an extra special hug when he came off the pitch. Was that due to his all-round game, because he was everywhere today as well as scoring?
Well, my opinion about the group is I'm a lucky guy to have this kind of group of nice people. They are fantastic human beings, and of course when we celebrate the second goal when we are done, it's because we are alive. And after we have done last season, after 7 games, be so consistent than they were last season, and play the way we play. We didn't concede 1 shot on target against, or maybe 1 against Cardiff, not once against Oxford, no 1 shot on target against Brighton. Playing, far away from our goal means a lot. We control. Our positional game is so good. Everybody's in the right position. Everybody knows what his mates are. We move the ball quick, and we didn't attack one team like defend deep. We do a team when defend deep and defend so well, because every movement is well coordinated. When you arrive in the byline, they defend perfect the cross. And when they are able to contact with a striker, leave Marge or Knockout to run, they are so dangerous. So we cannot forget they beat United, and they play so good in Anfield. Second half they had chances enough to take 1 point. So when we didn't concede, so that's why I'm very pleased. We spoke about that today. Be careful because that team is a serious team, because it's 3 or 4 years together. We come from the championship with the same manager, with Chris, and that's why I give a lot of credit to our performance, how solid we were, and the way we attack. I'm very pleased the way we attack, and every time we lose the ball, we are covered and we create enough chances. But we attack in 10 players in the 18-yard box, and that is a dream for us to do it.
Pep, just on the goals, are those the sort of goals that what your team are all about? Sort of 60, 70, 80-yard electrifying breaks and moves at great speed, but also under incredible control.
Yeah, we would like to use more times, but the teams, the opponents, sometimes they don't break, they don't go through, no, and to break these actions. So always they play long ball, and when they lose the ball, there are 10 players there. Long the ball, 10 players there. So.
But those goals, you score a lot. You have scored a lot of goals of that type.
Yeah,
in the last year.
Yeah, but it's because when we play with Sané, Sterling, we can use it. Of course, we don't have Kevin. There's another guy like he made these kind of actions. But to do that, the opponent has to break a little, to go. So when that's happened, you have to learn to attack 10 players behind. Because the other is take the ball and run. And of course, we don't have Leroy and Rush. We cannot do that. But we have these kind of players to do that. But the important is in 80% of possession ball and no concede one or two counterattacks and don't finish in anything. Our back was good, and that is when I please the most. So we can use. The important is the other is defend and run. It's easy to train or easy to do. The more difficult is to attack 10 players there and create enough chances to win the game and no concede. So that is the point. And again, against Oxford, against Cardiff, and today again, we did it. Against Fulham, Fulham they play a little bit more, but we did it. That's why I'm so pleased.
Against Fulham a couple of weeks ago, you said in the last 10-15 minutes the players didn't have the desire to score a goal. Did you think that was better today or
No,
situation?
it was much better. There's no comparing of that. No comparing. Today was at the end when David dropped a little bit and have more control, because at the end, why you take risk and necessary to do that. But even in that situations, we create. I said many times, 10 players in 18-yard box to attack is so complicated. So and we did it in really well.
Just in the front, please.
Pep, do you think, bearing in mind De Bruyne is not playing as well, do you think overall you're playing as well now as you did last season generally?
Yeah, most of the times, yeah. Would say in some situations even better. Even better. So Kyle is learning a lot to play a little bit more inside. So after what happened last season, always you have a little bit scary or fears to drop points in this part of the season. And we drop points in Wolves because Wolves is in a very, very good side. And for the situation, we drop points because I know how was the goal. But in general, all the performance was quite good. But it just in September, so these 2 games before international break will be so important for us for the rest of the season, and after that we continue. But with that spirit, the way we play, and everybody's focused in the normal things. Normally when you win 100 points, the set pieces, the throw is defensive, the backwards, what you have to do without the ball, always you dismiss to do that. And it's completely the opposite. We are more focused than ever to defend these kind of actions. And that's why we can continue being stable like a team.
So you're in. You believe you're in very good shape for the big trip next week to Anfield.
I said after Lyon in the press conference and that time. So I believe too much in that team, in that guys. I believe too much. It doesn't matter what's going to happen here until May, June. We're going to finish. So I know them every day. I know how they fight, and I'm talking about go to Anfield, win or lose or whatever. So a long time ago, Manchester City was able to win in Anfield. So it's not about this. What I want to see is the team alive, and we are alive. And after that, of course, Lyon is better than us in the first. No, better than us, but in the 45 minutes we are not quite good. The only 45 minutes that we are not maybe like normally we are, but that can happen. But the rest of the games, the period, what we do, we are the same team.
You don't think there's any sort of mental block? They beat you 3 times out of 4 last year. There's no problem in the players' heads about going there?
If they beat us 3 times for the first, because they are a good side and they are a good team, so they lost the first game in the Carabao Cup, but in Anfield they score a lot of goals, they don't concede. We know that. So it's the finalist, is the last, championship runner. So finalist against Madrid, so it's Liverpool. So United delivered is a more historic teams here in England. So but now it's Hoffenheim, and after that we're going to prepare, and after that we're going to prepare Burnley. So and at the end we're going to see what happened at the end of the season.
Yeah, Pep, a bit of a different question. We know your pals with Tommy Fleetwood. I was just wondering if you had any time to see how well he's been doing in the Ryder Cup.
I saw all the holes, yeah. These 2 days we were there in CFA working by watching all the time live with the Sky the rider. It's been fascinating. They start with 3-1, but after they make now it's 10-5. So now individuals. So they are ready. So they are ready to win the rider, and of course Tommy is with Molinari. They are made what a couple. So they won all the. But today I don't know what the last game. but he's playing incredible, all of them.
Good guys, fun embargo.